Hello, hello. I see it lighting up. Nice day called vertigo.
Hello, hello.
Okay, it works.
I see it lighting up.
All right. I'm gonna have to keep it on so I know when the volume is off. Alrighty, hey folks. Name of the show is called Slaves of Sex. I do appreciate you guys stopping in. My name is RPJ. This is the RPJ show. I'm gonna turn it down now because I don't want that kind of. I gotta do a sound check again. All right, sound's coming. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so we got sound.
Gotta do a sound check again.
Jeez, fucking Louise, man. See, if I put the headphones in, and I'm just gonna hear myself, so I'll never know when I'm on or not. I don't know what the fuck am I doing wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong, man. It's God. It's good, you mean? Welcome to the show, So Fresh, So Clean. Thank you for stopping by. If I put the headphones in, and I'm just gonna hear myself, so I'll never know when I'm on or not. I don't know what the fuck am I doing wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. Simply Deep, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You know what? Maybe I just throw this into the. I'm gonna put this on actually, and we're gonna run it right into the setup. That way I can hear the show is on. That way you guys won't be able to hear. However I have to do this, I'm going to do this. All right. So however I got to do this, I'm going to do this. Okay, start again. Hello, hi, and welcome, folks. My name is RPJ. This is the RPJ show live by way of Orlando, Florida, by way of Sydney, Australia, by way of Orlando, Florida, by way of Perth, Australia, by way of Jacksonville, New York. No, sorry, Jacksonville, Florida, by way of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Oklahoma, and other places all across the United States of America, by the way of the world and beyond. I'm RPJ, the God King, and I just want. Sorry, excuse me, I just blew some snot out my nose. I've been a little bit under the weather. My last night's show, I just got violently ill, and I had to shut that show down, and then I just erased it all together. It was a shitty show, one of my worst. I decided that, you know what, I have to take the mindset that this is a brand new channel, although it's not a brand new channel, but I got to take the mindset that this is a new show. I have to start slowly but surely, rebuild an audience, and be a rock star that I am. Whether I have 5 or 500 people watching, or 5,000 people watching, or 5 million people watching, I'm going to deliver you what I think is authentic information, humor, and education, well, which is information, to you guys, because that's what makes me happy. So I thank you guys, you loyal guys, for being part of the show. So fresh, so clean. Thank you. Simply Deep, blah, nameless. Welcome to the show. You guys are awesome people. Some of you guys are actually my friends, and I got to do a little more friend talking on Facebook. You know, I'm almost to the point now where I don't even want to do Facebook anymore. Like, I don't care for it. And I'm a single man that's dating a little bit. You know, I'm doing decently dating, and that's another thing that's been taking a lot of time. And that's okay. You know. Anyway, tonight's show is called "Slaves of Sex," and the idea of me doing this show happened a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. Time and space is all relative now. It's all the same, basically. I heard a man in public online say that now he's in a long-term relationship with a lady, and he said, I'm paraphrasing, not word for word. He said that, well, if my lady didn't give me sex for after 7 days, I would tell her that I'm going to go out and cheat on her, and went so far to say this, that he did this in actual reality, that he went out. He said, hey, I'm going to go have sex. He left the house, got in front of the lady or whore house that he was going to have sex with, and called this lady up and said, hey, listen, I'm about to go have sex because you are not having sex with me for like 7 days now, and my inability to bust a nut with you, I'm about to have sex with another woman. He said this in public. And he wasn't like a 14-year-old boy or something. He's a 40-year-old man. I thought that it was absurd that he would tell the world how sexually immature he is, how mentally immature he is. I couldn't believe it, and he didn't have a problem with it. It's like he had no shame in saying that. Nah, it's not you, Blah. It's RPJ. Let's see what happens after I see myself hit the button. No, not working. Okay, it's working. I don't understand why this is happening. I'm gonna try to touch nothing now. I don't know. I did a little bit of a sound check before I start. I did it on the computer. Now I'm doing it on here, and it's amazing. I can't. You see why I had my little meltdown on air like a few nights ago, where I just like I'm just so frustrated. I don't understand. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything I've done differently when I was in Australia. The Australian thing, I understood that I didn't have my situation all straightened out. Anyway, I'm going to go on. So I don't know what it's like for women, I say. I actually didn't turn the sound down. The sound is all jacked up to the roof. So I don't know what it's like for women in this situation where I think for women is that they like the attention. They like they like being touched. They want attention. And I think that's what it is when it comes to women. And I'm guessing that might be the same thing for men. And I think in society, geez, I'm really loud in my ear headphones. I think for women, I think for men, I think men also in this country or the society where it's man dominated, I think that from their peers or from their raising, how they've been raised, that having sex and busting nuts makes you a man. Like the end all be all is the busting nuts. So I guess like maybe in some households, maybe their dads are saying, well, you're not a man, son. You know, you're not having sex yet. So I'll show you, Dad. I'm going to go out and bust nuts all over the place. And then what happens is, I guess these men run out and bust nuts, get girls pregnant. And because these girls want attention. They want to feel down. Conditioned is the best word. So Pressure Clean says I agree. Conditioned. I think there's a conditioning in society that men must bust nuts. And I hate the way the way that sounds. You need to go out and bust a nut or you're not a man. Maybe in single households, and I know this, like moms will call their son little homos, little fags, if you were. You're a little faggot, and I guess that psychological beating will show. I'll show you, Mom. I'm going to go out there and bust nuts in these girls, and I'll teach you to call me a faggot. Look, Mom, I'm a big man. I got this girl pregnant. I'm 14 years old. I'm 18, 17, I just don't understand how a man, any man, and I'm not talking about teenagers now. I'm talking about men. I don't know how any man don't have any control over his loins, over his fucking needing to bust a nut. I don't understand it. I don't get it. When my second wife, she had cancer. And one of the results of that cancer was that she had a chronic fatigue. And for 3 years, I was able to not go crazy in that situation. And, I'm a, big, strong, strapping young man. And, she just couldn't take the, exertion of energy. I never once thought in my head, because I loved her, and I still love, everybody you love, you always love. I still care about. I love her. That's my wife. I don't need to bust nuts or have such a super fuck session or lovemaking session of high energy that it would kill me. So for 3 years, I was able not to go nuts, literally nuts on her. But nuts, get it? Nuts on her. because I loved her. I valued her as a human being. I valued myself as a man who loved his wife. So, I mean, I never dawned, and believe me, folks, I would tell you, I can tell you a whole bunch of stories about so many women coming on to me. Very beautiful women, actresses, and so on. And they came on to me gangbusters. But it never dawned on me like I'm gonna go cheat because I can't, you know. No, sassy cat. That's not admirable. It's just human. It's human nature. It's being a human being, a respectful man to his wife. My wife to me. If I was an invalid, I wouldn't expect my wife to go fuck. I mean, if unless that's a need of her. I don't know. What's the need of? There's no need to bust nuts or have an orgasm. Let me use the correct term here. There's no need to have an orgasm every other day or every day, twice a day, once a week, 4 times a month. There's no need for that. There is no physical need of having orgasm. And I, of course, human touch is important to me. I'm a physical guy. I love contact. I love physical contact. I love mixing it up with women or with my woman. Oh, all right, I'll say it. I love mixing it up with women. I love the physical touching and exertion. I love all that stuff. But there is no actual physiology. Damn, I can say the word. There is no biological need to excrete energy and material from my body. There really isn't a need for that. And so that's why I love kissing so much. I'm a great kisser because I love the touching and the softness, the tenderness, the intensity, the hard hands, the hard arms, soft hands, petting. I love, foreplay is great for me. I love foreplay. Foreplay is great. It's the building up of everything. There, like I said, there isn't a physical need to excrete. Sassy Cat said that's admirable and impressive. And yes, that is the exception, but lots of men are not that sensitive, truly. And I don't. So Presto Clean says it's for baby making. Laugh out loud. I don't even think it's about sensitivity. I just think that as So Clean says, it's a conditioning of society. And I think that if you're a man or a woman, I think that you have the ability to not. You have the ability, if you really ultimately cared about yourself and your woman, that you will be able to control yourself. And I think a lot of these things come from the fact of insecurity. I think there are a lot of insecure men and women out there in the world. They are not sure of themselves. They don't know where they fit in. Some people, I seen one lady here have compulsions, sexual compulsions, that out of nowhere she is. Sometimes the brain signals will have you be sexually aroused at inappropriate moments. We've all seen that. One lady. Damn it! I thought I had coffee here. Shit. I gotta get some water soon. I think that, I truly believe that maybe we have to do more as adults and fathers and mothers to say there is no need to have sex. There's no need to bust nuts. You don't have to be sensitive. You just have to be a man that's sure of yourself. You have to be a woman that's sure of herself. And I do believe in physical contact. I like physical contact in a good, healthy relationship. Believe me. Now, I could tell you, and this, go get some coffee, RPJ. I'm afraid to leave because now I got sound and everything. I hear myself talking in my own head now. So I don't want things to go screwy if I move. For some reason, I couldn't play music. My opening monologue of music, my opening set of music. I think that we got to get started. I think we adults, we fathers and mothers, have to start telling our children and telling other kids that we need to be sexually equipped. We have to be mentally equipped, and you should be sure of yourself. You shouldn't. The idea of just busting nuts, just for the sake of busting nuts, doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't make you a man or a woman to bust a nut, to get pregnant. It doesn't make you a woman. It doesn't make you a woman because you can pop out kids. Oh, look at me. I am worth something now because I can have a litter of children. There are a lot of women like that. We know of one. There are lots of women. We know of them personally in our lives. Their only value is being sexy, having a man with them for the night, for the moment, busting a nut, getting pregnant, and that man runs off to Never Never Land, and she is. Oh, look at me. Somebody was interested in me because look, my belly is swole with baby. Some man is out there like, yeah, I fucked that bitch. Yeah, he's telling all his friends about it. No, I never even did that as a teenager. I didn't feel like I needed to show off. I wanted to protect the woman that I was with. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I had sex with Susie Q across the street and Joanne around the corner, and no. I was about to say a real name, so I had to catch myself. Simply Deep says people no longer use sex to create; we only use it to destroy, and that's sad. I agree. And I'm guessing the one thumbs down is one lady that probably came by, always checking me out, trolling me out. That's all right. This show isn't about you. I use you as a prop because there are women like that. We know them in real life. We see them in real life, and their only value is having litters of children. They don't see themselves as anything other than that. Oh, look, some man was interested in me. Look at me. I'm pregnant again. Where's the man? Oh, well, he had to go off. He was a piece of shit anyway. Oh, so you had sex with a piece of shit, and now you're pregnant, and you are valuable what? Because you can birth out children? Wow, jeez. I think that you got things wrong here. Somehow your signals are crossed up. And there's a lot of people like that. And they, not all of them are mentally ill. I think the conditioning of the country, the conditioning of society has got women, conditioning here in America have women very aggressive as men. In certain communities where there's nothing much to do, where there's low economics, there's irrational, illogical sex going on. They feel sex will entrap a man. They may wrap their legs around that man to show the world, hey, this man is not leaving my vaginal area, and I'm gonna wrap my legs around him, and he's gonna finish me. I'm gonna go out there and show the world, look, some good-looking man or young man out there was really interested in me, so much so that he got me pregnant. There's a conditioning here, folks. There is a certain there's certain conditionings here. There are certain mindsets that are just giving down. There's a communal mindset that's just giving out around the bouts. And it's usually in poor communities, low educational communities, black, white, Hispanic, nothing much to do. let's have sex. I'm bored. I'm macho for busting a nut. I'm a value for getting pregnant and having little children. So, Simply Deep says sex is mostly used for evil. And sex is supposed to be fun, but it's no longer fun. Thanks for fucking up everything, free love, feminist sexual revolution that started in the late 60s, early 70s. Sassy cat agrees. So Fresh Clean says, RPJ, your thoughts are your platform. Your thoughts are your platform and your niche in life. My niche. I just can't say the word right. My niche. Oh, my niche in life. There you go. I don't normally see that word so much, so I don't know how to say it. My niche. And I thank you. It is. I say we don't, what my show is tonight is I hope maybe some young men and women from poor communities or fucked up homes, men and women, young girls. I raised a daughter. What's up, Mamacito? Welcome to the show. My show tonight is that I want to tell men, or boys and girls, teen boys and girls, young men and women, both sexes here, that your value isn't in what you can do with your genitals and how many girls you can get pregnant and how many babies you can have. That is not your ultimate value. You're not just an animal. You're not just a cat busting out a litter or a hog. You're not a lion. Having sex, you can have a baby by accident. That doesn't make you special. You're not special because you can do that. All animals can do that. Your value comes in what you have in your heart and what you have in your head. There's also economical value, which I don't put a big check mark for. Like I don't believe that I need to be of great wealth. Otherwise, I'm valuable. I'm valuable as a parent, as a father, and a grandparent. I'm valuable as a friend, a brother, a son. That's where my value lies. My value lies in my heart and the people who love me and the people I love. The things that I know and my experiences. That's what I put my value in. My value to want to see and try new things out in the world. Different places, different situations, sometimes unknown to me. Just getting in there and mixing it up. That's where my value lies. My value lies in my abilities, in my heart, in my mind. And I say that to you. That's where your abilities, that's where your value lies, is in your abilities, in your mind, in your heart, your wants, your goals. Busting nut is not the end all be all. Getting yourself pregnant is not the end all be all. So Fresh So Clean says, I agree with what you're saying. We got to turn these things back to the old ways. Well, we got, I say just be always evolving. Never sit tight, never stagnate, never just sit in the same lot in life. Like try something, go out, experience things. There's a whole lot of life that's nothing to do with your genitalia. Has nothing to do with your sperm count or sperm or your eggs or your vagina, your tits and your ass. It has nothing to do with that. Your value just don't limit yourself just to being a baby making jackass stupid whore. And I shouldn't say whore, but value yourself in the relationships with a good man. Like, I got a good man. He goes to work every day. He loves me. He cares about me. You know, he holds my hand. He fucking makes popcorn. You know, I value this man because I'm a good woman to him. I cook and I do the things around the house if I'm a stay-at-home mom. We share this, that, and the other. I know my role within a relationship, and I'm good with that role in a relationship, whether it's submissive or a true partnership. whether it's a lesser, and I shouldn't say lesser role, but there are roles. It's really hard to be two dominant people in the same household. You can be partners in the household on a lot of things. You know, man's got to be a man, and woman's got to be a great woman. And the roles that each party plays should be in compromise with one another. I'm a strong, dominant man. I want partnership. I want information, given to me. I want to share my information, my heart, my mind with you, and you was with me. However, and a lot of things that I'm aware of, that I'm knowledgeable of, I'm going to be the guy that is leader of the certain situations. When and I don't want to sound like a male chauvinist here. I'm not. I'm a dominant person. But that's the role that I am. I can't. That's what I am, and I would glad. And I'm a sharer. I share. I don't insinuate. I don't say, hey, listen, it's time to have sex now. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I want to be wanted. If you want me, most of the time I want you. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in partaking of your. But I try to be a giving partner. I'm always a giving partner. Funny. We should keep our values and standards high. Respect should be mutual. Sadly, some girls get pregnant and receive a check out of desperation. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that too. Sex starts in the brain. We need to use our brain. Sex starts from the mind. I don't think people understand that sensuality is so much more rewarding than the idea of just busting a nut. The sensuality of it all. What did I do? Oh. I'm a super sensual guy. I think sensuality comes from ideas and fun situations, fun games, intensity. I am a super sensual guy. I love kissing and running my hands through your hair and pulling and all, pulling your hair and things of that nature. Not to, talk too much about what I do and what I like. But I think the idea of making love or even having a good session comes from the ideas of the mind. I don't know what happened to my computer here. Okay. Don't move, RPJ. You'll black out the show. Yeah, let a man be a man, let a woman be a woman. Sounds like a Prince song. What's that song? Get off. Get off. All right, I can't. What's the name of that song? I'm gonna see if I can sing that song real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Get off, Prince. Get off. 23 positions in a one night stand. Get off. Only call you after if you say I can. Get off. Let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. Get off. If you want to, baby. Here I am. Here I am. What's the lyrics at? I'll sing the song. They won't let me. If I play it here, they won't let me have it. Let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. Here I am. Here I am. All right, let me see if I can find the lyrics here. All right. Let me see if I can find the lyrics here. all of my purple life. I've been looking for a dame that would wanna be my wife. Something dun, 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 dun. If we cannot make babies, maybe we can make some time. Fuck so pretty, you and me, riding city, come alive. We can fuck until the dawn, making love till cherries gone. Riding city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me. Every time I comb my hair. Okay. How can I put this in a way and not? Sorry. How can I put this in a way so as not to offend or unnerve? There's a rumor going all around that you ain't been getting served. They say that you and you know what, and baby you know how long. It's hard for me to say what's right when all I wanna do is wrong. Get off. 23 positions in a one night stand. Get off. I only call you after if you say I can. Get off. Let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. Get off. If you want to, baby, here I am. Here I am. I clocked the jizz from a friend of your name, Vanessa Bet. She said you told her a fantasy that got her all wet. Something about a little box with a mirror and a tongue inside. All right, anyway. All right. I've done a whole Prince concert here, and it's hard for me to, I'm hearing myself sing, and it's really throwing me off, so I don't know how to sing it. I'm on a way delay, so it really fucks me up. Anyway, back to the show. All right, so I just want to, again, reiterate to you guys, you young men and women out there, you teenage boys and girls, hopefully you come across this video and you say, hey, listen, hey, that guy, if I knew a little bit about RPJ, like he is not, I don't believe that he's hurting for our sexual partners. And I'm not, but Prince is a very sexual guy. That's one. When he died, like two of my heroes died recently. And actually, Muhammad Ali is my hero. Prince was like my favorite entertainer of all time. So yeah, it was a tough year for me. I actually shed tears for the death of both Muhammad Ali and so. Yeah, it was a tough year for me in Australia, having those people die on me. But anyway, I gotta get out of there. So yeah, all right. So again, I want to reiterate to you, young men and women, teenage boys and girls, listen, value yourselves as a complete human being. Busting nuts is easy. You can go in the bathroom and bust a nut. You can go be by yourself and bust a nut or have an orgasm. Having sex with a woman just because your friends say that you are, or you're corny, you suck, and not being responsible human being or responsible young man, because as a teenager, you're on your own. You are your own entity. You are in control of yourself. Show some control of yourself. Pick the right man, pick the right woman, or pick the right boy, pick the right girl. And you don't have to have sex when you don't feel like it. Pick the right opportunity with someone that you care about, that cares about you. Not just you care about them, they care about you, and they value you as you should be valuing yourself. Young men, above this, 20-something years old, whatever you've been taught and whatever you think your friends are doing, they're not doing it. They're all lying to you. They're all bullshitting you. Even if they show you in front of you, like, hey, look at this girl. So what? That doesn't mean anything. You have to value you. You have to make more of your life than just being a baby's daddy. You young ladies don't have to be a baby's mama. You're not going to get any more love from a baby than you should get from yourself. Love yourself, value yourself. I mean, really love yourself. Get to know who you are. Enjoy your life a little bit. Spread your wings. Do more. You don't have to be another unwed mom, single mom. You don't have to be that because that's the growing number. The growing numbers are that you will be an unwed mom with multiple babies from multiple men. That's the likelihood in some of these poor communities, both black, white, Hispanic, and well, not so much in Asian culture, but even in Asian cultures, and onward, and everyone else far in between. So Fresh So Clean says yes. I cried for Prince, MJ, Whitney, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's been dead for a while now, but. And Sassy says, I did too. I know I did too. All our besties are gone. It is so sad. Simply Deep says, and no one shouldn't spread any STDs either, people. Forget they still exist. All right, maybe I'm reading that wrong. No one should spread STDs either, people. Either. People forgot they still exist. Yes, okay. Black is for living. Every day is a new experience. Too Sassy. Did you know PM Dawn also died? Remember song Boomerang? Okay. Is it my turn to wish you were lying here? I did not dream you when I was sleeping. Is it my turn? Fictionize my world. Na 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 na. It's my turn to hold you by your hand and tell you I love you when you hear me go. It's my turn to totally understand why you walk out of my life and I don't do a damn thing. If I can give away the feelings that I feel for you, if I can sacrifice whatever, baby, if I can tear apart all that I have, anything that I would not do since I'm dying without you. Since I'm down without you. And since I'm down without you. Oh, I apologize for all the things I've done. Now I'm underwater and I'm drowning. Girl, it's my turn to be the one who cries. Isn't it amazing how some things completely turn around? Whoa. Take every little piece of my heart. Yeah. Take a little piece of my soul. Tell me, darling, take every little piece of my mind. 'Cause if you do, this time I'll die without you. All right. I don't know how terrible that sounds. Take every little piece of my mind. 'Cause if you do. Thank you, So Fresh, So Clean. Die without you. Anyway, I don't know. All right. Hopefully I got that message out before I started turning this into a singing competition. Slaves of sex, folks, young men and young women out there. I want you guys to take full responsibility of your lives, take full responsibility of your bodies. Your value is not in your penis, your pussy, your genitalia. It's not about your ass or your tits. It's about what you have to offer from the mind and your heart for yourself first, before anyone else. Do for yourselves. Figure out yourselves. Love yourselves. Your value is not in who wants you. Your value is how much you like and love yourself. That's your value. Anyone can have an orgasm. Anyone can bust a nut. Anyone can have literal children. that doesn't mean anything great about you. And I'm not saying that being a mother is not the end all be all ultimately, but your value is not in just birthing out children. Your value should come from you first. You value yourself first. You will find a man that values you just as much as you value yourself. You as a man, if you value yourself first, you will find women that are worthy of yourself, worthy of your value. And your value should not come from like, oh, I'm gonna pick the sexiest woman in the world or the best looking man in the world. That looks has nothing to do with it. I'm saying you should definitely take care of yourself, exercise, eat right, and all that stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't do all that. I do it. And I'm 60-something years old. Look at me. Of course I take care of myself because I value myself. I want to be a good man. I want to have a good life. I want to be physically active. I want to be physically strong. I want to be active in all areas of life. But my value comes first from me. Women don't dictate my value. I hope that I'm getting that message through to you guys. I hope that is meaningful. I'm telling you that as a man who has had some experiences in life that I would never take back. There are men and women out there now who have more views than me that have not lived the kind of life that I've had. I've had a really good life. I've met some extraordinary people, and I've had some extraordinary situations and great loves. I mean, really meaningful love. And there are women out there that have loved me so much so that I have loved back so much so because I value who I am. I value myself. So I really hope that you guys get this message. I hope you guys are watching. I hope you pick this video up. I know the title is intoxicating, and it might sound sensational. It's a great title, and I know I might bore you with my monotone, my deep voice, and my dark brown eyes, the blue ring around it, bald head, torn Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. So Fresh and Clean says, RPJ, you have a good life. Good voice, sorry. Awesome, thanks. So please, I hope you guys are hearing me out, man. I don't have to say these things. I know it's not cool for me to come out here. I know it's going against the norm. Oh, why aren't you talking about macking? You should be talking about macking. I could talk to you about trying to meet a woman. I can't talk about meeting a man, but I think women meeting women are easy for men to grab up and go with. I could talk to you about meeting a woman. I would tell you my success comes from me being very confident in myself. And how I get confident in myself? By knowing who I really am as a human being. Like what scares me, what frightens me, what kind of man I really am, what's my heart tells me. Am I emotional? Am I sensitive? Do I really care? Am I afraid of? I ask myself every question that's ever been asked. I can ask any question in the world. I give myself the most brutal, honest answer. And I truly know who I am. So I'm pretty confident who I am. Now, my life experiences and things that I've done, I've only added to my confidence. I'm a very confident human being. I'm a very confident man. So I know that I'm a good man for any woman. That I know. Oh, I'm not rich. I'm poor. I'm poor. That doesn't make you a bad man or a bad woman because you're poor. That has nothing to do with my confidence in who I am. Confidence comes from my heart and head and the things I know about myself because I'm brutally honest with myself. So meeting women isn't hard for me. Whether I was 6'3" or I was 5'6", I still would be very confident in who I am. If I was short and fat, well, I wouldn't be short and fat because I'm confident in myself. I like myself. I'm going to try. I will take care of myself. Thank you, Sassy Cat. Sassy Cat says never born. So meeting women is not hard for me. I can meet women I meet women all the time. Too much so. And now here I am. I'm anyway. I want to keep the message like that. All right, let me see if I can take a quick commercial break. Your shows are personable. It reminds me of TV shows with a guy on a radio show in a dark studio talking with people calling at night. There's been a couple movies like that. Yeah, that's how I envision my show. Um, um, like I was thinking that I was gonna go the Howard Stern route of shows, or I was gonna do the late night talk shows. The late night talk shows on Sunday nights where there's a talking show on your favorite radio station, and they're talking about something that is meaningful. Because I used to listen to those shows all the time. Like I said, when I was a little kid, I was hyperactive, so I would listen to radio shows at night in my bed, and it'd be like on Kiss FM, and it would be some kind of talk show about something, something good, something informative, smart. On most of the shows, actually, they had these talking shows on Sunday nights. All right, so instead of being rock and roll, it'll be a talking show. Instead of being slow, classic R&B, it'll be some kind of talking show. So that's how I envision doing the show. This show. And I will be doing news. I had the show planned, and I know I'm going to be doing more news shows. I really did want to talk about this, sex and slaves. Tomorrow's show, I'm not sure what the topic is going to be yet. I haven't lined up any guests yet. I was going to line up a guest for the night show, but I just want to get that very poignant message, a very personal message, a message that isn't so cool. You're going to hear guys out there go, "Oh, that RPJ, he's weird." Well, you already heard that already. I'm a weird guy. I'm different, and I love it. I am different. I am a cool guy. I'm the coolest guy I've ever seen ever. And I know it sounds very egocentric of me. Guy I've ever seen. I'm a better man than you will see. I'm nothing great. All right, check that. I am something great. I am something awesome. I am an awesome boyfriend, husband, great friend. If you are a friend of mine in real life, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. You are almost like family. If you're just a normal friend, I'm a decent friend to you. I'll listen to you and talk to you straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you. If I deem that you might be a little bit sensitive, because other people that, are sensitive, they can't help it. That's how they're, made. They haven't worked on themselves. They don't care to work on themselves because they think that they're decent enough. And they just want to get through this life without having to work hard on themselves. And I think that's a mistake. I think you should always be working on yourself. You should be always evolving. If you're the same person you were 10 years ago, then you haven't really evolved. And you get what you get. You get shit. Because the world is moving forward, moving on. And I'm not talking about the instant gratification of it. I'm talking about be more knowledgeable, be smarter, understand more, be more empathic or empathetic. Try to keep growing and get smarter. The world doesn't wait for you. And if you don't try to get better and more knowledgeable of yourself, then you're going to get shitted on. Then you're going to have that dark cloud over your head. A show of your thoughts, RPJ. I think it works. That sounds good. This is a good vibe. I agree. That's why it's important that you guys share this with like-minded people. This show isn't a rock star show. The show isn't for everyone. The things that I do here isn't for everyone. I know when we do ratchet stuff like the Divine Dummy, and my real reasons for that. My Divine Dummy shows aren't about just talk about the most ratchet thing we could find, the most fucked up thing. It's not about that. And I think a lot of you guys do get that. But tomorrow I'm gonna find a news story or two or three, and we're gonna just go through them. And I'm gonna find news items that, well, I might find any news items. I'm gonna do more news, and I'm actually gonna try out my news type show for the Johnathan Steele Show, and I want to do this stuff, my personable stuff here on the RPJ show. So I want to talk about character and responsibility. As a matter of fact, when I come back from the break, I'm going to tell you some stuff that I have done wrong in relationships, in life, and we can get into that. All right, so since this show is about slaves of sex, I don't know if there's anything I've done sexually that's been fucked up. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna stay away from sex, and I can have fun with a sex show, talking about having fun sexually, but then it gets the message, and I want the message to be that value yourselves, people. So I'll be right back after this commercial break. I wonder which. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this show. Oh boy, I'm touching stuff. Okay. I am going to play some music here on this show. How can I do that? Jeez, I don't think I have anything in this computer. How about, I don't understand why this shit didn't work today. Smooth Neo Soul, will you play? Oh, you're playing. I don't hear you. This is nuts, man. This is truly nuts, folks. Make sure you support the show. Make sure you press the like, share, and subscribe button. Send the show off to like-minded people. Share it, please. Share it. Support the show. There will be some money being put towards some equipment for me in the next couple of weeks. It's all been, I already budgeted out some stuff. I could use a little hand in that. So please go to the description box, and I should have my PayPal accounts in there. I'm not sure because I wrote this show weeks in advance. So I don't know what I have in the box, so to speak. And in the future, all is clear. I have this stuff down. And I've been playing with the technology here, and I just can't see how to get myself in the technology. But I'm getting it, you know? Like, for example, I've actually got this camera. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear about boring shit like that. Anyway, folks, I'll be right back after these commercial words. I got to find something to play here. So I might have to go to YouTube. What computer am I using? You guys hear me? You hear me? You hear me? I touched stuff, so. Are you hearing me? Make sure. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear about okay, I hear me. Oh, never mind. I hear myself outside. Okay. All right, I hear me, so I got to figure out a way to play some music here. With sound coming out of it. Why is there no sound coming out of my computer? Why? All right, we're going to play music off of this. So let's find some music to play. Let's see. PM Dawn, right? PM Dawn just died. 1 second. Oh my God, will you not fucking light up? Oh. I don't understand this computer, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Mike. I tried. Look at that, I tried. Still not lit up. Why aren't you working? Jesus Christ. You know what? I think I might do. I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna do my show on Friday, but after that, I'm gonna tear everything back down, and I'm gonna have my daughter-in-law come in here and help me put everything back up together, and I'm gonna have her work with me on computer stuff because that's her. That used to be one of her fields. So, and I pretty much is that my phone right here? Yeah, I gotta put some work. I gotta put some work into this. I did. I thought I had everything worked out. All right, man, you guys don't give a shit about that stuff. I gotta figure out stuff. I don't know why you're not working, you motherfucker. Play. You should be plugged up. Why aren't you working? What's this to? What's this to? Oh, that's my speakers. Why aren't you working, you motherfucker? Sorry, folks. I curse a little bit when I get angry or annoyed. And right now, I'm a little annoyed. All right, you know what? I'm just going to take a break with no music. I don't know why my keyboard's not. This is why I get frustrated. I get very frustrated, folks, because things that should be working have no reason not to work right now. None. I don't know why I can't get sound out of here. I'm very annoyed. All right, so I don't know what to say here. I'm just gonna have to put you in the dark for a little bit. All right, so folks, we'll be right back after these commercials. No sound. No sound. No sound. Be right back. In the meantime, tell yourselves a story. Hello, Hallie Taylor Kendricks. Hello to the host and blessings to all, she says. And hello and blessings to you, Hallie. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You missed RPJ's rant about sex and his rendition, PM Dawn. PM cool. Yeah. You talk amongst yourself because I can't seem to make sound come out of this thing unless it's just me talking on air. Maybe I'll come back and sing a Prince song as we talk about something else a little more livelier, and that too. I'll be right back after these words. Talk amongst yourself. Talk amongst yourselves, okay? Hey, just talk. So pretty up there. Oh. Okay, sorry about that, folks. No music today. Where's my camera at? You guys still hear me? Hi. I'm Bruce Lee, and welcome. No, I'm not Bruce Lee. You guys don't see me for some reason. I don't know why. Don't go blurry on me. There you go. Sorry about that. Should have shaved a little bit today. I didn't shave. So we're gonna have a different, livelier. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. All right. I see myself moving the camera around. I don't know what happened. You hear me? Okay, you do hear me. And by the way, if anybody was interested in coming on to the show, I'm going to drop the link into the description box. If I can find myself. Get off. Get off. All right, this is what. Maybe I'll do my own singing for the show. I guess I can't sing too loud of a song. Oh, I wish I knew "Adore" by Prince. It was only last June when her own man went away. She couldn't stop crying because she knew he was gone to stay. It was 10:35 on a lonely Friday night. She was standing by the bar. Oh, she was looking all right. Yeah. I asked her if she wanted to dance, and she said that all she wanted was a good man who wanted to know if he thought he was qualified. Yeah, and I said, baby, don't waste your time. I know what's on your mind. I may be qualified for one night stand, but I can never take the place of your man. Oh, the place of your man. Hurt me so bad, she told me with tears in her eyes. It was all she ever had, and now she wanted to die. He left her with a baby and another one on the way. Yeah, she couldn't stop crying because she knew he was gone to stay. Yeah. She asked me if we can be friends, and I said, oh, hey, baby, that's okay. You know that I know we wouldn't be satisfied. No. And I said, baby, don't waste your time. I should have told her, yeah, I know what's on your mind. Yes, I do. Wouldn't be satisfied with a one night stand. Not me. I can never take the place of your man. Ooh, the place of your man. I can never take the place of your man. Well, but I would like to try. And that was Prince, Never Take the Place of Your Man, one of my favorite Prince songs. All right, anyway. Prince, yeah, it's unfortunate that he died. I'm still not sure of how and why he died. I was looking forward to seeing him. I seen Prince in New York once. One of the greatest live performances I've ever seen ever. And welcome to the show, Zeekos Red Phoenix. Welcome to the show. I did not play the intro to the song. I actually played no music. And I think maybe I should start getting into a sense of studio quality, me singing a cappella. So, anyway, I thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you guys press the like, share, and subscribe buttons. The show has to go national. Exactly. This is a brand new show, and I have to look at it as a brand new show. I can't look at it as me having 70, 80, 90 people watching, as I once did the great Johnathan Steele Show. I have to start over. I have got my mind over it. I am not going to do the I hate you, you hate me, you call me what, I call you this. That's not going to be me. That's not what I represent in my my day in, day out life. I don't hate people who have caused me harm or who have tried to cause me harm. I am building something that is forever, and my videos will be on forever. Hopefully some young guy, young girl comes along and says, hey, you know what, this fucking RPJ guy is fucking cool. Let me look up all his shit. And hopefully they can be proud about most of the shit that I've done. A lasting legacy. No, Beasley's just a funny old dude. He really is. He's just a funny old dude. He's the ultimate of trolls. He's a faceless guy. He's just a funny dude. So I don't have an issue with Beasley. Beasley tried to call me out on a show I did. I guess I was on a Slabadon show recently. And of course, calling me bum, calling me a loser, calling me a woman beater, calling me, you know, wherever the rumors are out there. He tried to call me all. You hear me? Thank you, Hallie. Yeah, you know, just like a lot of these jackasses, they all want to call me out because they find me odd, different, and some people are even jealous. Now, I'm not saying this about Beasley. I think Beasley actually thinks I'm a cool guy because I'm not a dick like the other guy. So he donates money very well. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, that's why I don't have a problem with Beasley. Beasley did something great, and I'm actually going to talk about some of these other assholes for a minute. Beasley did something great. One of his all-time classics was calling out this guy named Lamar, L.A. He calls himself L.A. He called out Lamar and made Lamar admit that he's not a pimp during the days when Lamar was saying that he was a pimp. So, I think that was just the greatest thing of all time. I recently saw that video back up. One of the Troll Fathers put it up. Troll Father or This Is Hangouts put it up. One of those two guys or three guys. I think it's the greatest piece of material I've ever heard. Beasley having a conversation with a guy who's calling himself a pimp, but he wasn't really a pimp. He was a liar. Yep. So Fresh So Clean says, yup, that was epic. It was. It's one of the greatest pieces of material I've ever seen. Another great classic video was Sotomayor's video. Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor is a friend of mine. I won't ever cross the line of friendship with what I do here. What he does is what he does. I like to thank Sotomayor in a lot of ways of just allowing me to look at certain issues psychologically. And most of the time I didn't even care to look. Like I'm living my life. Then once I started doing this, I was like, oh, okay, psychologically and socially, I'm gonna look at certain communities and why they do the things they do. And I just, I don't look just at black community. I look at, economically as well. One of his great videos was this guy Lamont Haley playing with his guns. And this was a guy who was stalking Sotomayor for like a couple years, and so we played that video. And ultimately, it's a video that got Lamont fired from his job. One of many videos that got him fired from his job. So that's some really classic stuff out there. And I know, and I don't mind watching some ratchet stuff. I'm not going to watch these guys. I swear. I don't know how some of you guys do it because I guess I don't see some. Actually, I don't see a lot of you guys there when they do like, oh, you suck my dick. Your wife's fat. Like, I mean, seriously, this is what you're gonna get. You're embarrassing yourselves forever. Like, these videos are forever. So when you go in there and say, man, you suck dick. No, you suck dick. Like, this is who you suck dick. Words coming out of your mouth. That's forever. Like, you won't hear me talk, and I can be raunchy. Oh shit, I'm vicious. I'm mean. And I don't play fair because I do it from a psychological standpoint. because I understand psychology, because I learned some psychology. So I go right where I think there's you know, weakness at. You know, all that, oh my God, you know, you're a fat piece of shit, you know. No, you really are. I can go there. I can be as raunchy and nasty as the next guy. I don't think that people who believe in me, who want better for me, like my family members, people, I got a brother from another mother, and his people. I got some of you guys out there, Zeekos, who put money into the show, who allow me to have the equipment I have now, and I need more. I need whatever, but I'm not begging you guys for it so much. I am going to beg you to share me, and then the new people, I will hope to put money into me. I definitely would like to do more stuff. And I would tell you, I hate to tell, because I realize that sometimes I give myself away, and then other people want to do the same thing that I'm doing out of sheer jealousy. But I would tell you that I would love to get, I'm waiting for this printer so I can really turn up the juice. And then I need a little camera and a good tripod for that camera, so I can interview guys, because I volunteer at a community center, and I want to tell people's story. I want them, and I already talked to them, like, listen, are you willing to tell me your story on camera? You know, maybe I have to buy them a beer or two or something like that. But I would do that so I can get their story out. I want people to understand that there are poor people all over this country. There are poor people in Australia. There's poor people in England. Poor people in Japan and in China. Places I've been. I have poor people in Cyprus. I haven't been to Russia. I'm sure there's poor people there as well. And I haven't been to Italy. Although if I go to Italy, I will be single. If I go to Germany, I'm going to be single. The love of black American men there are phenomenal. So definitely want to be single. I will tell you that I've already been reached out to. Anyway, I tell you that I don't have an issue with dating. I like dating, and if some special young lady out there that I am currently going out on dates with is watching now, I'm just saying, if I was single, what was I talking about? Yeah, unfortunately, you know, I don't believe in. Maybe I should talk about consumerism. So this part of the show wasn't planned out. You know, I'm not into consumerism. I don't buy shit. I'm cheap, unless it's for my kids. Like when my kids were little, you know, my kids had to have their own TVs because they, you know, my 3 kids at the time, 3 different rooms, had to have their own TV, VCRs, when VCRs was a thing, you know, when they were little, you know. Ah, man. Mosquito season now. Mosquitoes are out. So I want my kids to have the best that I can do. The only thing right now is I don't have life insurance on myself right now, and that's one thing that I probably should do. I should probably get life insurance on myself. That way my kids can have something from me, you know, something that I put my money into, and pay my own life insurance, and, you know, they can get like $30,000 each, you know, for my 4 kids. And I think that would be awesome. Like I left them something. But, you know, one thing that I left them a legacy of something that I'm proud of my teachings. There are times, I'm completely out of pocket. There are times when they're completely out of pocket, and I have to fucking get into them or not get into them. You know, especially when they're adults, they could be out of pocket, out of line. And you have to get into it. So one of the things I'm proud about, even on my YouTube career, is that I've left an overall legacy of pretty good stuff here. I'm not, you know, I don't like my sound of my voice. I don't like the way I fucking look on camera. or whatever the case might be. Sometimes I don't shave. Like now, I don't shave. The camera might be a little too high, and I got to do something about that. Maybe it should be right about here. Although I'm not that fucking pretty. And welcome, Diamond Candy Baby Girl. Welcome. But I'm be proud of my overall legacy here on social media. Guys, the brutal truth of me. If you are my Facebook friends, you've probably seen a lot of my brutal truths. I tell you that I'm nothing. I'm a great man. I am. I'm not rich. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not the strongest guy. I got aches and pains. I'm old. I'm about 60-something years old. I do well. I'm smart enough. I know I'm very perceptive. I know psychology. I've counseled people. But I'm not always right. I am wrong sometimes. I do fuck up. I can be very vicious of tongue, especially when I become very frustrated with you. If you're my woman or my son or my daughter or my parents or whatever. If I say something to you a billion times, the billionth and one time, the billion and once time, I can become very frustrated with you, and I can be very viciously tearing you down, and I curse. I curse a whole lot, believe it or not. I don't think I curse so much more these days, but I used to curse a lot more. So I can be very vicious of tongue and psychologically scathing. Always gotta double check and see if the sound is on. All right, so yeah, I can be very tough to deal with sometimes. I'm not an angel. I'm a very tough guy, physically and mentally tough. I'm very tough on myself. I always checks and balances. Sometimes I don't sleep at night because I'm thinking about how fucked up I am. How fucked up thing I did yesterday or whatever it is. I sometimes don't sleep. Sometimes I wake up from being fucked up. Like, hey, you know what? What an asshole I was. Because I'm not an angel. I can be vicious. I can be nasty and mean. I cheat. I lie. Well, I don't cheat, and I don't. All right, I shouldn't say I cheat, lie, and steal, because I don't do any of those things. Those things are reprehensible things to me. To cheat and lie and steal. I can manipulate, which is lying, but I'm not lying. Hey, the mosquitoes in here. I'm not lying. I can just use a weakness that I know inside of a person and ease my way in. I don't do that so much so now. I try sometimes manipulate a situation that is horrible for me to manipulate it to be better. Yeah, I am no angel. I am vicious and I'm nasty sometimes. If one of these other jackasses hit me, one of these other YouTube jackasses hit me the wrong way, I will get on there and I will hurt their feelings. Like I will hit them psychologically or where it hurts at. So, and I want to hurt them. So I don't want to hurt people per se in a normal situation. Sometimes I'm a professional sports. I'm a semi-pro football player, but I was anyway. And boxed and I play in softball leagues and basketball leagues all the time. I played high school and all that. High school basketball, baseball, football, and softball. I want to be psychologically damaging sometimes because I like to compete. If you're competing against me, I want to compete against you. And sometimes I get the taste for it, and I can smell blood in the water, and I just want to hit them right below the belt. No, I don't want to be like a scumbag, like, you know, do some scumbag shit like drop documents and shit like that. No, I'm not gonna be that guy. That's not me. I'll play unfair, like knowing their psychological flaws, because I'm perceptive enough and I know based on what they talk about their weaknesses. So, you know, like there are certain people who are terrible parents and terrible fathers and have spread children all across the land. Well, all across that little town. They don't want to talk about that. I talk about that because I want to win. You know, you want to talk about me? Oh, whoa! Hey, look at you. You're weird, RPJ. Hey, Johnathan Steele. Hey, Paul Jones. Whatever your fucking name is, you know, you're a weird guy. You know, you beat women and you steal women's money. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Well, you're a horrible father. You don't know where your children are at. Have you talked to each one of your children? Have you talked to half of your children today? Tell the truth. No? They don't want to talk about those things. I can be brutal to each of the bigwig YouTubers that some of us we know, and I don't know about, you know, we see. I've actually now, I was looking for someone, you know what, I'm gonna find a partnership with, like to partner up with a little bit, and they bring me up, I bring them up, we bring each other up together. I was looking for a partnership with one of these guys, like, and not just one, like a bunch of them, like to partner up with these guys, like, hey, you know, because ultimately, most of us guys here, we aren't, most of the guys that I've seen aren't necessarily evil. They aren't evil. They aren't against a good black community or a good community altogether, black, white, or whatever. They're all for a good community in total. So so these guys aren't evil. They're short-minded sometimes. They're short-sighted, small-minded. They can't see the big picture. They can't see themselves. They don't even know themselves enough. So I look for these guys. But now I'm at a point now where they have no credibility at all with me. That they're uncredible enough even for an audience. Like the audience doesn't repeat the things that they say that are positive. Like there are no positive reinforcement sayings, and no one's repeating their shit because their credibility is shit. So, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to Chris, pro-black, Black Rampage, Drazen. I'm not sure if it's Drazen. I'm going to give him credibility. And that's it right now. Because I've seen other people do things that I haven't liked over the last 3 or 4 days. So I'm not going to, but overall, I don't believe that most of these guys are evil guys. So most of these guys you can work with. I thought. Some you just can't work with because they are limited. They're limited of ability and limited credibility-wise. So I've begun demoting them. I no longer subscribe to them. Like I was looking for a guy or a bunch of guys that I could we can work off each other to build each other up, to build each other's platform up, to build each other up in total. But their credibility is shot. They have no credibility. So I can't work. You can't work with shit. I have no interest in working with shit. If I'm the shittiest dude that I know, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. If they think that I'm the shittiest dude, no, like they can't see themselves. So what? They don't know what the fuck's going on. I just know that there was once upon a time where people were at least giving them so much credit because they were repeating the things they were saying. They were sharing their shit. not for the comedic value of it or the put down value of something, but they were sharing their credibility. Like they were repeating stuff like, oh, I heard from this guy that you did this, that, and the other. No one's saying that anymore. Well, a lot of these guys, because the more they talk, the more they give themselves away. So I realized that I don't need to try to build with them. I'm gonna go look elsewhere. Like even else, I already have because I watch documentaries and stuff like that. I don't watch PewDiePie and Fosse something of Fosse. I don't watch those type of things on YouTube. I watch is crime shows like 48 Hours. So you'll see me look up 48 Hours or other, serial killers or stuff like that. Madam Whip-Ass. It would be something, and I want to shout out to Madam Whip-Ass. Shout out Madam Whip-Ass. Shout out Black Rampage. Drazen. That's it. Try to do something with some people who have some credibility. I like to think that if I leave now, my overall videos have been a legacy of something mostly positive. Oh yeah, it's probably bored the shit out of a lot of people. I get it. Yeah, I'm boring. Education, reinvention, overcoming, becoming more, traveling, doing more. You're poor, RPJ. You suck, RPJ. You're weird, RPJ. All right, I'll take that. That's my badge of honor. Coming from jackasses. All right, that means I win. I'm a winner. I'm an overall winner. I'm confident who I am as a human being. I'm always on camera. Always. I know. I don't watch TV at all, and I gotta start watching more news. I'm always on camera. I'm not afraid to put my mouth to the voice. I'm never off camera. I've never done a video from the dark. I'm not ashamed of who I am and my surroundings and the people with me, because usually the people around with me are good people or great people. So I'm not ashamed of myself. My voice, my face, together. I'm always on camera. You have never seen me in a darkness situation. You have never seen me just on a show, on anybody's hangout, faceless, because I'm proud of who I am. I'm a great man. Not a good man. I'm a great man. And sometimes I need to remember that sometimes. Sometimes I forget how great I am. I know for some people might think that, I'm just being so egotistical and I'm so full of shit. I'm a great man. I'm proud of myself overall. And I need to remember that I have greatness in me always. I have done great things before, and I don't need to feel sorry for myself because, at this present time, I am not rich. I'm nothing. I am nothing spectacular economically, and I'm never about economics anyway. But for myself, I know that I'm not where I should be economically. Hello? Okay. I know that right now, as of right now. But again, I will get there. Again, I will have the right equipment. Again, I will know what I'm doing. Again, my family loves me. My kids love me. My grandkids love me. They won't leave my side when I'm out. Oh, I take them outside every day. We go to the park every day. Every day we go to the park. Every day. I even put videos on my phone, my white phone, my Samsung phone. Every day. I'm proud of that. That's my legacy to them. I'm proud of who I am. I'm a great man. I'm a great parent. I'm an even better grandfather. And I sometimes forget that I am actually a great man. Like, I look at myself as sometimes a piece of shit because I'm so hard on myself. And there's so many things that I want to do, so many things I want to be. Still, I still have goals in mind. I'm still going to be one of these days, I'm going to be on Big Brother America. One of these days, I'm gonna be on a TV show as a character actor coming in, saying a bunch of lines and leave. That's still my goal, to act in a sitcom, on a long-running sitcom. If not the lead, because my ego says I should be the lead. If not the lead character, I'm going to be a character actor on some TV sitcom. I'm going to be in more major motion pictures. Did you know I'm an actor? I've acted in movies. I've acted in student films. I've acted in films. I want to do more of that. I want to write more movies and TV shows. I still have goals in mind. These are things that I want to do. My goals in life is not to bed down the next hottest chick that comes along my way. It is not. That's a little kid's mindset. I want more for myself. And it has nothing to do with economics and buying shit and having spinning rims and fucking, those guys can have all that shit. That means nothing. I want people to love me and me to love them. That's where I get that's my action. That's my juice. That's where my ego gets fucking satisfied. That you love me and I love you. There's no value in those type of situations. Look at me. I got the best. Look at my Nikes. Whatever. I don't even know anymore. Look at my LeBrons and Derrick Roses and Nikes. Wow. Look at my zoot suit. Oh. Man, I swear to God, I hate this camera angle. And I'll shave more often. I look like dirty head, dirty face. My dirty face. My eyebrows need to be done right. It's very bushy. I think there's more to life than just fucking having this and having that. I wouldn't trade my experiences, my life, my travels, for $3 million. I wouldn't trade that in. I swear to you, I'm being totally honest. I wouldn't trade my experiences for anything. My experiences have been more rewarding and character building and confidence building. Physically, I can, even at my advanced age of 63 years old, I can handle myself pretty well. I boxed, I took Taekwondo, I boxed professionally or amateurly. I'm sorry, I boxed amateurly. I boxed as an amateur. I played football, semi-pro football. I played high school football, high school basketball, high school football, baseball, and high school softball. Physically, and I went to the Army. Physically, I am a dynamo even in my advanced age. The guys you see the guys that are on YouTube in certain sectors couldn't handle me on their best days 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. I'm 63 years old right now. They couldn't handle me now. I won't get tired. I won't be winded. I won't be me. Drugs and alcohol as I've taken. Sure, you must be. Surely I should be fat and bloated and stupid by now. Even with all that, even let's say that's all true. They couldn't take me on their best day 10 years ago. They certainly can't take me now. But if it's not about that. And by the way, I would talk them out of it unless I was in a vicious mood. Like, I'm going to exact a little pain on you. Oh, is the camera on? All right. Here comes your pain. I'm going to show you a little pain. Are you dissing faceless people for being faceless people? Madhead Doctor, stop, or will you stop with that already? You just coming along Johnny Come Lately, Madhead. That's what I wasn't talking about. I was talking about, first I was talking about slaves of sex, and now I'm talking about legacy and how great it is to be me. I guess it's the topic. Has nothing to do with faceless people. Madhead, first of all, folks, Madhead Doctor is one of the brightest guys that I have come across. All of YouTube. I'm waiting for his show to come out because I would love to work alongside him. Like I would love to go to his show, he come to my show, and talk. So I need bright people. See, bright people facilitate me. And if I'm not as smart as Madhead Doctor, he's very smart, and I like to be like, oh, okay, I like to catch up to the argument. I want to catch up. If I'm the smartest guy on YouTube, then there's a problem with YouTube. If I'm the smartest guy of any sector, and I'm glad I'm not part of that sector. I know I get some residual sector bullshit because I deal with the divine dummy. Granted, I get that. But I want to be more. I want to be more than what I am now, and what I am now is fucking awesome. It's pretty fucking great. I want to be better than this, and I want people that I can, go off of, yes, and like have good debates without sensitivities. Like I don't want to have sensitive debates where like, well, listen, well, hey, Johnny Blank, well, you do this type of videos type, and I think that it's kind of belittling a black community. Well, RPJ, well, I want to have spirited debates without sensitivities. I don't know what I just did just now. As a for instance, I tried to do an example, and I lost the plot. But I want to have spirited debates on sides that affect me, affect a community like me, affect poor people like me, black, white, and otherwise, all society. I want to have that debate. I want to have that debate with a person that is smarter than me, who is more rounded than me, so I can evolve, so I can take the next step. So he told me, hey, go read this book. All right, I'll read this book. Somebody just wrote a few days ago when I did my show, and I'm sorry, folks, that I missed the last night's show. Technical difficulties and my own fucking retardation allowed me not to have that show completed. I won't miss a show. I will stop. I have stopped a lot of nonsense. I see it in my head. My son, we've talked in different forms, and I see a lot of bullshit that's in me. And I know I'm not happy with me. I'm not happy with my lot in life because I want more. It has nothing to do with economics. I want more. I love life experiences. I love traveling the world. I decided that I'm gonna have roots here, and I want to make it happen. I haven't reconciled a lot of that in my heart of hearts because I get, sometimes I get, I want to do more. I'm an Action Jackson. I'm hyperactive mentally. So you must forgive me for my passion for wanting more. You don't have to forgive me. I don't give a fuck if you don't forgive me. I want more. And I want you guys to want more as well. No matter what you're doing, you're raising a kid, you got 3 kids or 2 kids, or they're all small, you still can evolve. You still can grow. You still can do more. Maximize your time a little bit better and then do more. Learn something, read something, sacrifice your time, and don't whine about it. Don't whine about sacrificing some time because you'll learn something else, a new skill. You learn, all of a sudden you're a housewife with 3 kids, your husband's cheating on you. How about this? Go to and you got a computer in your house. You know what? Let me learn about filmography or learning how to write. Write a story. Why don't you write your own story in the meantime? It might make you happy. It would be cathartic. Write your own sitcom. Write it. Do all the things you're supposed to be doing. Stack it, pile it up. You know what? Send it off to NBC. Send it off to Fox. Send it off to HBO or Showtime or AMC, whatever. There's always more you can do in your spare time. Make the time. Don't whine about the time that you're not sleeping, and just fucking do it. And I say this to myself now. I'm saying this to myself. Like, I'm sitting here whining sometimes and crying. I'm not whining and crying. I'm stuck in my own thoughts sometimes. Like, then why don't you just do more? Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write me out my own script. I've been writing out my own script. I'm going to send it off. Like, I'm learning how to write a script. I'm going to send it off. There's more that we can do, and I'm happy that whatever my legacy here is on YouTube, it's not about some guy sucking my dick, me banging broads. If the worst people can say is that I'm weird and off and different, all right, I accept that. I take that to the bank. I love that because I've always been different, and if I'm not different now, then I'm doing something terribly wrong. I'm not evolving. And I want you guys to evolve as well. Don't be cowards. Don't be afraid to fucking grow. At 43 years old, 42, 38, you're a housewife, you're overweight. Do more. Stop it. Don't rest. Don't cry and whine about it. Just fucking do more. And I say this to myself now, right now. I'm a great man right now. I can do more if I stay focused. I can do more right now. Sitting here in this fucking room, working out and on a computer, I can do more. I can work out harder and better, smarter. I can write a script, send it off to fucking Hollywood. I can join Big Brother via CBS.com. I can watch. There are things that I can do right now, and we're in a computer age, and I'm going to use technology to my advantage. We can do more right now. So don't sit here and fucking whine about how you ain't growing because you're stuck in this situation, because you can do more right now, because you have the ability right now. Even if you didn't have a computer, you can get smarter about yourself. You can get more involved with yourself, know who you are, get better about yourself. Stop being fucking cowards. Stop fucking resting behind some bullshit story about how this was done to you and how bad this was done to you, and do better for yourselves. Nobody cares about you but you, so stop fucking doing better. Me too. Me too. I'll be right back after these commercial words. Come on, guys. We can all do better. We can all do better. Seriously. I don't say this because my audience is a piece of shit audience. My audience is great. And I'm not saying that some of you guys, all you guys ain't doing it. I'm saying we can always do more, and we can sacrifice a little time of sleep sometimes, or sacrifice a little time of bullshit. We can do better. I can say so much more. I'm going to leave it at that for now, and we're going to come back after these commercial words. I can't play a song for you, so I'll come back and sing a song, and then we'll go on with the show. Because I don't know what happened to my own technology. And I'll have to learn it. No, see, it's not me learning it now. It's certain software. Anyway, I'll be right back after these commercial words. Come on, guys. Come on. I got fire in my belly. I want to do better for myself. I want you guys to do the same for yourselves as well. Don't rest. Even if you are satisfied with your life, do something more. Come on. Even things are happy-go-lucky, don't rest on that. It's not going to last forever. Don't you have a goal, a dream in mind? You want to be a singer? Well, maybe you're not going to be a lead singer anymore. Go to a chorus. Go to your fucking church and sing in the church choir. Go record for yourself in your own little studio, in your own little computer. Record songs. Learn the garage band. Come on. Anyway, folks, we'll be right back after these words of nothingness. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sing another. Well, I don't know any more PM Dawn songs, so I was doing a Prince song when I come back. All right, here we go, folks. I'll be right back. Hey, folks. Hi, boys and girls. Yeah, I can't do a music break anymore for some reason. I got Prince song. Oh, jeez. La da 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 da. Dum dum dum. La da 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 da. Dum dum dum. Dum dum. There comes a time in every man's life when he gets tired of fooling around, juggling hearts in a three-ring circus. Someday we drop a body down to the ground. I never imagined that love would rain on me and make me want to settle down. Oh, baby, it's true. I think I do. And I just want to tell you that I want to with you, yeah. And baby, if you do too. Forever, baby, I want you forever, yeah. I want to keep you for the rest of my life. All that is wrong in my world, you can make right. You are my savior. You are my light. Forever I want you in my life. Da, 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 da. La da 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 da. Dum, dum, dum. There comes a road in every man's journey, a road he's afraid to, baby, walk on his own. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, I'm at that road now. I'd rather walk with you than walk it alone. Oh, you are my hero. You are my future. When I'm with you, I have no past, girl, baby, my one and only desire to find some way in this doggone world to make this feeling last. Oh, baby, it's true. I think I do. And I just want to tell you that I want to with you, yeah. And baby, if you do too, forever, forever, baby, I want you forever, yeah. I want to keep you for the rest of my life. All that's wrong in my world, sugar, you can make right. You are my savior. You are my light. Forever I want you, girl, in my life. Da, 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 da. La da 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 da. Dum, dum, dum. So Fresh So Clean says RPJ's a rock star. Now with this face, shirt, one of my proudest things I've owned. Now it's got a hole in it from Clorox because I clean like a mother effer. So my Jimi Hendrix T-shirt, I represent Hendrix. What? Now it's representing the a hood, click, anything like that. I represent me. I'm sorry, I represent Jimi Hendrix. I represent artists and dancers. I'm not a dancer. I can't dance with the shit. The best I can come up with was when I was a little kid. I had this purple suit with vest, purple pants. Shit, I was like a tall prince, I guess, in my day. I had a purple pants, purple vest, purple jacket, a jean outfit. I think it was from Lee's. And I love that outfit. It's one of my favorite outfits of all time. Purple. I can't believe what I'm old, so this was the disco age. So I had that purple outfit, and I could do the John Travolta, the Bee Gees. So that really got me into the like that him dancing, him being an oddball. That resonated with me because even as a little kid, I was an oddball. As you guys heard my story 2 nights ago about my childhood, I was an odd kid out. I was the different kid. You know, I didn't understand, the lingo. I could draw. I was tall for my age. I could draw. I could run track. I played basketball. Even as a little kid, softball, baseball, softball came a little bit later. It came. I was 9 years old. I dropped the pop. I just told you guys a story about that 2 nights ago. So I was the odd kid out, even in my own household where I experienced some abuse. So yeah, I was always the odd kid out. Maybe I should do a Jimi Hendrix song, and I think I can out-sing Jimi Hendrix. I think that's the only person I can out-sing. He can play guitar better than I can play guitar, or even air guitar. So this is my crowd. My crowd is the 40-year-olds and musicians like Zeekos and Port City. And so musicians and 40-year-old people can identify with me. I take that. All right, Jimi Hendrix songs. Well, she's walking through the clouds. And the circus man is running wild. Butterflies and seagulls and moonbeams and fairy tales. That's all she ever talks about. It's riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me. And it's okay. You know what? I'm actually losing the words that Jimi Hendrix said there. Shit. Let me stand and see your fight. Let me stand and see your fight. I can do Jimi Hendrix. All right. I was in the Prince mode for a while now because Prince just died. Prince was very important to me as a kid because he empowered me as a kid. Muhammad Ali is my real idol and only hero I've ever had ever. Like Reggie Jackson is a hero of mine because as a New Yorker, he had the big mouth, and most of the time in a big spot he came through. So Reggie Jackson resonate with me. That's why I'm not gonna give away all my secrets. So Reggie Jackson's a sporting hero of mine. Muhammad Ali is a hero of mine. A life hero of mine. Prince is a musical hero of mine. I have no identification with Prince at all. I'm not cute. I'm not small. I'm not talented. Not even close to even the singer I once was. I'm not even as good as he. I like to think I was because my ego will tell me that I was, but I was a second soprano. I was a second soprano, and then I went to baritone. And going to baritone was the sadness of my life because, I was a singer in junior high school. I did plays. I acted. I'm an actor, bad singer. So that's my childhood. Anyway, we're gonna move on now, and this is the third stanza. If you write poems, you understand. Or you write songs, then you might know. Zeekos knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is the third segment, and the first segment I talked about slaves of sex. Second segment I talked about singing baritone gives you your grapefruits. I think the grapefruits gives you the baritone. I remember my singing exercises. There's two of them. You bang. You bang. And then you go, do a dear, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name, I call myself. Far a long way to run, so I need a soul and thread, not to follow slow. Tea, drink it. RPJ, I think you would do well on the saxophone. Well, my second wife was a saxophonist. She was a soft jazz saxophonist. She is an all-time love of mine. I love her to this day. She feels betrayed. She has her issues and anxieties and stuff like that. And then, she got over cancer and all that. So she has anxieties and things like that nature. And her unwillingness to want to help herself was one of the main reasons why I couldn't stay in a relationship past 6 years. 6 years. 6 years. I love that woman. I still love. Once you love someone, you always love them. I just can't be with her. And when I thought that I might want to be with her again because I had a great life in Perth, Australia. I made the most money I've ever made ever in my life from the personal training business, working nighttime at a grocery store, getting paid 20 some odd dollars a night. In charge was the greatest. Uh, that was only a few years ago. Was the greatest experience of my life. Having that type of income when I have no overhead was great. Because I don't buy jewelry, groceries. I mean, I could have bought my own equipment then. Now I'm on, I have to rely on you guys for equipment. And yeah, I have a job. I have my business. And my clients are everything to me because they put their bodies to me. They give me their bodies to work out. So I'm responsible for them in all kinds of ways. I want to do well for them because I want them to look good because I want them to represent me well. Hey, this is the body. Look at the body I got here. Look at the body I got now. Who's still training with me. That's my greatest advertisement. And I love that. I love that they put their bodies on the line for me. They put their everything to me. Yes, I get hit on. And, from an ego standpoint, yeah, it's reassuring. Yeah, all right, fine. I'm a 63-year-old man that I look good for my age, and I still do well physically. I still run my football drills. I haven't sprinted as much lately, but I'm going to get into sprinting. I want to maintain a certain speed for a while because then I can always think that I can try. I don't know why. I just want to maintain a certain speed and strength for a while because it makes me feel good. Like, this is my strength. This is my speed. And I work out like a demon, sometimes too much. And sometimes I have to take a nap during the I'm only now have I started taking naps during the day. Sometimes. Tonight, I'm going to stay up late tonight because that's something I have to do that's really important, and I want to do it. Do it. So, folks, make sure you go out and share, like, and subscribe to this show. And also, this is the RPJ show. I understand I am rebuilding a show. I am not going to go on my past success on the Johnathan Steele Show where I have 60, 70, 80 guys per show, weekly, nightly. There are people who will purposely put a show against me because I don't do ratchet. If Jamila is the most ratchet thing I do, I don't do Jamila every night. Jamila, what am I, a New Yorker? Oh, yeah, that's right, I am. So they do ratchet shows about this guy sucks and you fucking sucks and you shit this. Like, I don't care for that shit. That's not my thing. No, I can go on there and if I get in a particular mood, yeah, I can curse and psychologically fuck people up. I can talk psychologically about everybody that I know that I've come across. Psychologically, I can fuck them up and make them look like a bad guy. So what? What's my platform then? What am I talking about? Reinvention, rebuilding, reinvigorating. Oh, I can curse them out. I can talk bad about them psychologically. That hurts their feelings so much so that they have to make 4 or 5 videos and shows about me. All right, it might be great advertisement. That doesn't get me anywhere. It doesn't move. It doesn't move me. It doesn't make me any better or a greater human being. You're not greater than me because you make more money than me or you have more houses that you go into or whatever. That doesn't make a great man or woman. That was my last segment. I'm moving on now. I say, God damn, I hate this camera angle. I want some coffee, actually. and I will shave in the future. Oh, they love talking about me. Wow, you a woman beater. You weird. You steal money from women. You have sex with lots of women. I like dating. I don't want anything serious. Sorry. If you're not a baller, and I think that I'm a baller, I am a great man. I know I'm a husband. I've been husband material at least twice. I'm a good man. Any woman would want to be with me. Any woman in America, any woman in the world will want to be with me. You know how I know? They, they, they tell me so. I'm not embarrassing anyone. They want me. I want them. I just don't want to be tied down right now. I just want to experience more life. I'm a late bloomer. I'm a little kid in the heart. Like I just wanted more. I want more life. I want to go places that I have never seen. Have no I have no. Oh no. I don't want to go to a place where I'm black, so I'm not gonna get kidnapped in Mexico or. No, I've never been to Mexico yet. I don't think I want to go to Mexico though. I don't think I want to go to the farmland of China, where there's abject poverty there. I love Asian women. I've dated Asian women. I dated Russian women. I dated all kinds of women. Sometimes I just don't want serious. Sometimes a woman will catch your fancy and she is everything and be all, and I will marry her. I've done it twice. I will marry a woman. One woman was a black woman. A Caribbean woman. I marry her. I marry an Australian English woman. So I've dated black women before. I want a great woman that is so believing in herself. Even the black woman, the Caribbean woman now, has reached out to me, my ex-wife, my second, no, my first ex-wife. She reached out to me via Instagram, because I'm on Instagram, by the way, and I don't know how to. I'm too stupid to realize to put that in my thing, because I put out stuff on Instagram. She reached out to me. She looks great. Even she's evolving. So what do you say about that? Like even she's evolving, and I love great women. Great women are the. All right, am I talking about great women now? All right, here we go. Great women are the sexiest thing in the world to me. Women who evolve are sexy as hell, and it has nothing to do with their features, because a sensual woman can look like anything. You will find most sensual women are not the hottest women of body, of the hourglass shape or whatever. Sensual women are women who know themselves, have great heart. That's why I love women, because a lot of women have learned this fact Hello, hello. Nasty car vertigo.
Hello.
Nasty car vertigo. Okay, all right, folks. Here we go. We're back and we're live and we're sexy. Who's sexy with me? All right, folks. Here we go. We're back. All right, folks. I'm gonna be right back with the commercial break, and we're gonna inject this up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go one notch up. We're gonna talk loud and abusive and obnoxious. You know, what? There are things might want to say now. I might want to say some things now. So, sit tight. I wish I could put music on. Kim Jones RPJ. Kim Jones RPJ. Zeekos. All right. We're not. When I come back, I'll talk about Kim Jones RPJ. And Kim Jones is not a bad person. So, if you think that Kim Jones is a bad person, she is not. She is not. She believes something, and now maybe it's starting to fall apart that she don't believe so much, and maybe she still believes it. I don't even know, but Kim Jones is not a bad person. I have nothing bad to say about Kim Jones. I don't care what she says about me. I have nothing bad to say about Kim Jones. Kim Jones, actually, all right. No, when I come back, how do I get out of this? I wish my thing worked. No, Zeekos. Kim Jones is awesome. Kim Jones supported me at one point. Something happened. She heard something. All right. When I come back, I'll explain the whole thing. But I will tell you, I don't care what she says about me. I am not gonna go on a crusade against Kim Jones. I understand what my. I'm not gonna explain it. I'll be right back. All righty now. Here we go. Here we go. Last segment. Last segment. All right. Prince song. Prince song. I was working. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, shit. All right, fine. Here we go. I was working part time in the five and dime. My boss is Mr. Monkey. He told me several times that he didn't like my kind. 'Cause I was a bit too leisurely. Seems that I was busy close to Seems that I was busy close to something, nothing I was doing. 'Cause that's the kind of day it was. And that's when I saw her. She walked in through the outdoor. She wore a raspberry beret. The kind you find in a secondhand store. Raspberry beret. And if it was warm, she wouldn't wear much more. Raspberry beret. I think I love her. Built like she was. She had nerve to ask me, was I planning to do any harm? And if it was warm, well, I put it on the back of my bike and we went riding down by old man Johnson's farm. She said that overcast days never turn around, but something about the clouds and her mixed. All right, here, I'm gonna sing one more song. Here we go. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. I think it's time to stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. What is right if everybody's wrong? Young people speaking their mind, getting so much resistance from behind. Time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What feel they fall Hello, hello. Okay, here you go. Let's finish this off. Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this off. Let's finish this off. Kim Jones is not a bad woman. Kim Jones supported me. Kim Jones supported me when I was living in stuff, and she was actually one of the few people that I've actually told her my personal situation at the time, because I was living in a little bit of agony. Like, I didn't understand how I can't fix this, how this can happen. She was one of about 4 people: Alexyss K, Tylor, Apache, JB, and her. Or there's a 5th woman named, I'm not going to tell her name, Melanie. Well, I guess I told you her name. So I told these 5 people, not because I just needed someone that I could identify, like, hey, listen, what's going on here? This is what's going on. Like, I don't understand how, and I would tell you, bipolarism is a hell of a situation to deal with. When you don't take your medication properly, you don't have the right dosage, and you smoke weed on top of that. So yeah, it's a tough situation to deal with when you're dealing with a bipolar situation. I've never dealt with a bipolar situation as a girlfriend. As kids, when I was an adult dealing with kids, yes. So if the mood isn't I sleep all day type mood, which is what bipolar people do when they're on medication, when you ask them to do stuff, they become completely lazy. I know, yeah, it will affect the relationship. I'm not lazy at all. I will tell you folks that lost sound when you touch the mic. Something wrong with this fucking mic, huh? Anyway, to Kim Jones. Kim Jones is not a bad woman. She supported me. She's one of the people I talked to, and she is finding that she's a great woman. Now, when the story broke out that some woman, Rebecca, came out online and said that I beat her up, well, that might have resonated with Kim Jones, and she might have had some similar situations in her own life, and she just thought that, hey, I'm 6'3", and I should supposed to take my beatings and go about my business. My rule of thumb is, if you put your hands on me, I will put my hands on you, because I am physically superior to you, and you're not supposed to put your hands on me. I'm going to defend myself. So, yeah, unfortunately, if you put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands back on you. And no, I didn't put you in the hospital. I didn't blacken your eyes. I didn't pull your hair out of your head. I'm going to defend myself. And I still will defend myself every day, all day. No one's allowed to, you're not supposed to hit each other. And if you put your hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. I'm a victim of abuse. And you're not going to put your hands on me, man, woman, or child. You will be dealt with accordingly. A little harder than you hit me, probably. Man, woman, or child. So Kim Jones she took exception to me being 6'3", 230 pounds, 200, or at that time it was probably 215 pounds, and she took exception to what I am. You're not gonna put your hands on me and think that it's okay. I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm gonna cover my ground as well. I'm not gonna let you hurt me, or hit me. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you harder, and so you stop. And the situation I was just in, it was a bipolar situation where violence is part of the situation for that young lady. because she's been in violent relationships before. I haven't been in a violent relationship before. Sorry. It never occurred to me to strike out against someone that I love. Nah, never. So Kim took effect of that. Kim is not a bad person. She doesn't like me. She takes the stance that I'm a bad person because I defended myself, that I didn't run for the hills. And I'm not going to run from the hills, especially in my own home where I have a lease to that home. I don't care whatever the case may be. I don't give a shit. The truth is what I know the truth to be. They don't live my life. Kim Jones has her own situations and her own situation in life and what she went through. I don't wish bad on Kim Jones. I'm not mad at her. And at one point, I was going to be vicious towards her because I was going to psychologically read her and then bring out all her shit. But I'm not going to do that. I didn't do that because I don't think that she's a bad person. I think she really is a good person. So I don't have anything bad to say about Kim Jones or people who wants to use my life for their own ploy, whether it be Mike Mills or anyone else. Whether we were friends or not friends, or I'm a piece of shit or whatever I am, I understood what the young lady was going to do because she was hurt. She didn't understand the ramifications of dealing with me because I can be vicious. And I could put her name and I could put her name on every video and talk about her and all the stories that she told me and give it to her parents every day. I could do that every day for a month and then another month after referencing her. Seriously, I could put her name up in lights. It'll reach Australia because I could send it directly to her parents. Because they understood, they know what their daughters are, what her daughter is. Violence is not something that, because when I mentioned to her, like, hey, listen, your daughter might be a little violent, they didn't flinch. They kind of knew already because of, I guess, of whatever happened beforehand. Anyway, so Kim Jones, I have no issues with. I think that she's a good woman. I still like her. I think now, as time has eroded, I think now she's starting to realize that maybe some of the stories are bullshit and just exaggeration from a woman who has a lot of issues. I think that she's starting to get that. But, you know, I might hold my breath for Kim Jones. There's going to be a lot of people who don't like me. There's a lot of guys, YouTubers, who don't like me because they find me weird or threatening. Especially when I start getting good numbers, like on my Johnathan Steele Show, 60, 70, 80 people. And they started like, oh, my God. The relationships I have with other people, they are threatened by. That's fine and dandy. I don't care. There's so many people in the world today that I don't have an issue with. I don't have a worry about because I evolve and I don't just stay with a black sector. I look out, I look outwards and onwards. I don't have to build my platform with anyone but myself. I like to educate myself with the many crimes of David Cam and Michael Peterson. Michael Peterson back on trial again. And that's a news item that I want to bring up on another show. Michael Peterson is back in court. Michael Peterson is the North Carolina writer who is now going back to trial, going back to court, going to trial again for the murder of his wife. Now, I'll get into that in another show. Michael Peterson is a psychopath. Michael Peterson is asexual. Sex with men or women is no big deal. That's what psychopaths do. Psychopaths don't have problems with having sex with men or women or anything, dead or alive. Michael Peterson is a psychopath. And he has the ego. And I want to talk about Michael Peterson. And I've already talked about David Cam, Family Annihilators, and Michael Peterson, woman beater, killers. I'm sorry, woman killers. No, not one time, but 2 times he's killed a woman. my belief. Not factual, because it hasn't been documented or in the criminal court system that they've done it. Oh, wait a minute. David Cam has been convicted as a family annihilator. He killed his kid. He killed his kids and his wife. Oh, wait a minute. He got out on a technicality 13 years later and was found innocent. Not by me, he hasn't. Anyway, I'll talk about, and he's white. So you want to say I don't have an offense against white people? That's bullshit. You guys are, people say that are just small-minded who don't listen to me on a daily basis. Anyway, folks, we'll get into more in that stuff. That's a whole different other show. I want to say thank you guys for coming by here. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Make sure you support the show. $10, $5, $25, $50, $135 will help me get more equipment online. And I'm gonna do this as where I wanted to take like a month break until I get everything up to running speed. But I'm gonna do this online because life is that you can't wait for the perfect moment. And I'm gonna do this along the way. I want you guys with me. I appreciate you, Sassy, Zeekos. So fresh or clean. Lynn, I don't know, Lynn showed up today. Even my hater. The righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of and tyranny of evil men and women. Blessed is I, who in the name of goodwill and charity shepherd the weak to the valley of darkness, before I am truly my brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger against those who try to assassinate and poison my brothers and myself. And you know my name is the God King. Well, I lay my vengeance upon you. You are living in agony, unfortunately. Tomorrow will be some sort of news story or news stories. And I want to try out my new platform on the Johnathan Steele Show here on RPJ Show. So tomorrow's show will be something that I'm practicing. Now, I can't get the backgrounds right yet, but we'll try out the news part of this and me dressed up and talking to you guys. So I thank you guys for stopping by. I'm an awesome man, and you guys are awesome for stopping by. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and maybe I might pop back on the air in about 20 minutes. I just want to see something. All right, folks, I'll be right back after these. Oh, sorry, this show is over. I'll be back. Maybe you'll hear some thoughts on mine. Some dangerous thoughts. Some evil thoughts. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. Telling me I've got to beware. I think it's time to stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. All right, folks, I'll be right back. I may not be back, but I'll see you tomorrow or later tonight. Bye-bye.